Pretty striking, isn't it? What you are looking at is the brand new BMW i8 Roadster. I was lucky enough to have a short drive in one recently, but what did I think of it? Well, keep watching to find out. Now before I get going, I do want to apologise. I had some technical difficulties with my clip-on microphone, therefore I had to resort to the audio on my GoPro. So there is a bit of wind noise, for which I can only apologise, but hopefully it won't detract too much from your enjoyment of this video. Now to begin with, you have got quite a thick sill here, so getting in isn't exactly dignified, and when you've got the roof up, it's like trying to fit yourself through a letterbox. Anyway, I haven't got too much time with this car, so I will get in eventually. Imagine turning up to a really nice place in Monaco and getting in. Yep, it's all about style. There we are, I'm in. Oh, can't quite reach the seat belt, and I'm strapped in and ready to go. Oh, right, let's put up the windows so I'll have less wind noise for you guys. So pop it into D, and away we go in silence. So this is my first time driving an i8, and to be honest, it's a car I've wanted to drive for quite some time. In my opinion, it's one of very few cars that makes hybrid exciting. So with it being a hybrid, you do of course have two powertrains. So I've got a 3-cylinder 1.5 litre petrol engine, which has a twin turbocharger. That alone produces 231 PS. That power is being fed to the rear wheels via a 6-speed Steptronic automatic gearbox. Powering the front wheels, you've got an electric motor which is good for 143 PS, so that's around 141 brake horsepower, and that has got a 2-speed automatic gearbox. In total, this car produces no less than 374 PS with 320 Newton meters of torque. You'll hit 62 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds and continue to a very Germanic top speed of 155 miles per hour. And yeah, it's pretty quick. Now, if you drive this car all electric, you have a range of just 33 miles. However, when you accelerate hard or when the car needs that additional power, you do of course get the benefit of the 1.5 litre engine. And away we go. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I wasn't quite expecting that noise. Oh, yes. And you will also hear a little bit of whirring as well from that electric motor, of course. Now once you do finally get yourself in here, it's a very nice space in which to be. You've got nice carbon details in the interior. Of course, you've got plenty of leather as well. And you've got a low slung driving position, but of course you would expect that with this being a sports car. And when you've got the roof down, it's a very nice place to be. So whilst I'm cruising, let's talk about this automatic gearbox. As you would expect from BMW, it works effortlessly. You don't really notice the changes. It's smooth, it's responsive. Yeah, it works very well. It works with that typical German efficiency that you would expect from a car such as this. Right, let's pop it into manual mode and see what it's like with the pedals. Whoa! And before you know it, you're at national speed limit. Let's play about with the settings. So I've put it into e-drive, so maximum electric driving, power and speed reduced. Ugh. It's not quite as much fun, is it? You've also got different driving modes, so you've got comfort, sport and eco pro. Obviously quite self-explanatory. So in electric mode, it's all electric obviously, meaning there's no engine noise, you just get that let's pop it into comfort. So in comfort mode, the steering is quite nice and light. The car feels more supple. Still got a bit of a firm edge to it, of course. And you do feel the undulations, but these seats are very nice and comfortable. And yes, so far, so good. So that's Eco Pro and Comfort covered, but after all, this is a sports car, so I'm sure you are more concerned about what the sport mode is like. Now, I will be honest, even though I have got it in sport mode, I would want the steering just to be a little bit heavier. It's got a good weight to it, but I just want it to be a fraction more heavy. It's relatively direct, a little bit numb off centre, but this car isn't exactly light. However, the Roadster is only 60 kilograms heavier than the coupe. So obviously when you take a roof off a car, it needs to be beefed up a little bit so the chassis doesn't all flex like a playing card and it all goes a bit floppy like a jelly. Therefore, this car is heavier than its coupe counterpart. In case you are wondering, it's getting on for almost 1600 kilograms. Now, as a tool for handling, it's very competent indeed. I won't lie, you can feel the car's weight through the corners. It doesn't feel like a light car, but it's not really a light car, is it? However, it's direct, it's responsive, it's got a very good level of grip. But I would want a little bit more feedback from the steering. That would be my only criticism, and a little bit more weight. Now, this car may be heavier than its coupe counterpart. However, of course, you get the wind in your hair, and on a day like today, it is glorious. Plus, it means you can hear more of that lovely petrol engine. And what I love about the i8 is it's so striking. So the Roadster is the result of a concept car which was unveiled at the Beijing Motor Show back in 2012, and here we are 6 years later and we've got the actual thing. And the way in which it's been built has been very clever. For example, some of the aluminium elements used to build this car were made using 3D printing. Very clever. Now, if this is what hybrid cars are all about, then I'm all for it. Bring it on. This is a fantastic way of making hybrid exciting and thrilling and interesting. So BMW, you've got a thumbs up from me. I won't lie, it's not very cheap. So this car that I'm sat in, I believe is over £130,000. So it's not exactly what you'd call loose change, is it? To be more specific, the car tested here is a grand total of £135,810 because it does have a few optional extras, including the e-copper paintwork, the Acaro interior pack, a different set of 20-inch alloys, carbon fibre interior trim, e-drive exterior sound, BMW laser lights which alone cost £5,100, Apple CarPlay and online entertainment. So the optional extras on this car come to a grand total of £10,430. So this car in its standard form would cost you £124,735. So that's the optional equipment covered. What do you get as standard? Well, you get an 8.8-inch iDrive system with DAB radio and Bluetooth. You also get a head-up display, keyless entry, wireless phone charging, Harman Kardon sound system, front and rear parking sensors, heated seats, LED headlights and navigation. Carbon fibre elements are used all throughout the car in a bid to make it lighter and stronger. In another bid to keep weight down, you don't get a nice fancy folding metal top, you get a soft top which still folds weight quite cleverly. It doesn't take up too much space. So BMW states that's made of high quality material, and as such soundproofing is also of a good standard, of a high standard in fact. The roof opens and closes within 15 seconds and can be operated up to speeds of 31 miles per hour. So when I get a chance, I will slow down, put the roof up and see what soundproofing is like. So, roof comes up like so. Yep, that was pretty quick. There we go. So we're doing about 33. I'm sure you'll agree. It is pretty quiet in here. Let's speed up a little bit. Like so. And you can still hear the engine, which is nice, although the sound may be pumped through the stereo, I'm not too sure. It does sound a little bit fake, but that might just be my ears. Nope, my ears aren't tricking me. I'm afraid the sound is artificial, which may be of disappointment to some of you watching, but you know what? It sounds so good, I don't really care. But I'm doing 50, give or take, and I don't feel like I need to shout at you. I'm still talking quite loudly because I'm still used to thank you. I'm still used to the roof being down, but it's very civilised in here when you haven't got the roof down. So yes, it does offer high quality soundproofing. Well done, BMW. Now let's talk about the boring things like fuel economy and CO2. I know it is quite boring, but this is an environmentally conscious, also supercar, not quite supercar, but sports car. Woohoo! Risk. So CO2 is 46 grams per kilometre, and in regards to fuel economy, this car offers a combined figure of 141 mpg. Very green indeed. Now, if you're wondering how long it takes to charge this car, if you use a traditional socket in your home, it will take 4.5 hours. However, you can purchase BMW's iWall box, which gives you a charging time which is under 3 hours. So sadly, I have to give this car back to BMW. I've enjoyed my driving it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And yes, to sum up, I really dig this car. Like I said earlier, it's a car that makes hybrid interesting and exhilarating, so I'm all for that. Anyway, time for me to finish. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a massive thumbs up. If you are subscribed, don't forget to click that bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. And if you aren't subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? Be sure to subscribe for more car obsession.